Hello everybody and a very good evening, good afternoon, good morning. Welcome back to Crafters TV. My name's Ben Moseby. Thanks for joining us. It has been a magnificent Monday today. We've had a brilliant day so far. A very busy day on the start of our brand new event, the January News. And it is new product as opposed to here is the news. So we're bringing you new product each and every day. And today's product you absolutely loved was the confetti borders has flown out of the door. So congratulations if you got your hands on that. Looking forward to seeing whatever you make with that. Make sure that you do post photos and tag us in all of your pics. But really, really excited that so many of you jumped in and grabbed that. And of course, we've got brand new launches coming your way as we head through this week. But we're here for Monday Makers. Loads of great deals coming up for you. I've got best ever prices up my sleeve for you. I've got half price deals. And I've also got a Monday mega deal with a collection that I love, and the deal you're going to see on it is unbelievable. No wonder it is a Monday mega deal with only 24 hours for you to pick it up. All that is on the way. We'll say a few hellos in just a few moments' time because we've got Radical Rachel on the socials this evening. Lots of you already in, but the most important hello is the hello that I'm going to fire across the other side of the studio. The lady here who is going to entertain and educate and demonstrate and inspire. It is the wonderful, and she's been here all day and haven't we enjoyed it, the wonderful Leann Chivers. How are you?
I'm feeling great, Ben, thank you. We've had a nice catch up, haven't we?
We have.
I've had my chocolate cake. I've had 2 cups of tea,
yeah,
and I am raring to go. We've talked about our irrational dislikes a little bit, haven't we?
We have, yeah.
I've got a few on my list.
Uh-huh.
And I'm interested to know from our viewers today, Ben, who or what is in your irrational dislike list?
Oh, no.
I'd like to know, Ben.
Would you?
I mean, for example, on mine, the Pet Shop Boys. I can't bear them, Ben.
What is it about the Pet Shop Boys that you...
Just everything sounds the same, and they don't look happy when they're on the stage.
No, that is true, actually.
They just look miserable, and they're drawn through every tune. So for me, that's a no. So I'm interested. What or who is on your irrational dislike list?
So we've got a who from you. Have you got a what that you can pluck off, like the top of your head? We'll have to think about that.
Have to think about that one, Ben.
Okay. Do I do mine now?
Yeah.
Okay, so who?
Yeah.
No, who I find, and you guys know this because I think I mentioned this before, I just find Keith Lemon really annoying.
Yeah.
But I think he's a bit of a Marmite type of person.
I think he is. I do like Keith. I do like Keith. I think I like him through the keyhole. I like him better than Lloyd Grossman through the keyhole.
Oh no, Leann,
yeah, I
no.
do, Ben.
No.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I do.
And what, for me, it's got to be, this is really irrational, is, I can barely say it because if you got that, wooden chip forks and wooden lolly sticks.
Well, so I can tell you what my what is right now because it makes me do that. Chalk on a blackboard.
Wow.
I can't.
I get that. I
can't do it, Ben.
Johnny's just said kids wobbling their teeth as well.
Yeah, no. Biting a woolly blanket.
Oh, yeah. Oh. Christine Mahoney. My ex-husband, she said. And fingernails on a chalkboard. Victoria Canalba says, I also hate the Pet Shop Boys.
There you go. You see, I'm not the only one.
Rachel, you say yours is Justin Fletcher / Mr. Tumble. Thank you.
Oh, I am with her on that.
Oh no, Mr. Tumble.
I watched it with Annie when I was down with seeing the girls in the summer, and they had this thing on the telly, and I was like, Annie, what is this? She told me, and I was like, I can't watch it.
No?
No, I can't watch it.
So,
It's a bit like clowns, I think. It's a bit too clowny for me.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's doing a very good job, but it's just too much like a clown for me, I think, Ben.
My Laura is clowns, hates clowns, got a big thing about, even like the happy clowns, she just can't bear them. They're all waiting in tonight. George has gone big. George and the joystick. He does not like James Corden.
Oh, George, we can no longer be friends.
Oh, well, Are you a big James Corden fan, are you?
I love James Corden.
Ah.
I love him on the car karaoke. I think he's hilarious. I like him on The Late Show. I like him in Gavin and Steve. I just like everything he does. Yeah. Sorry, George.
You know what? It doesn't pay for us all to be the same, does it?
It doesn't.
You know, so, like Terry Anderson says, Will Ferrell is on my cringe list. I cannot stand him. He ruins every movie he's in. Yeah, we will get on to crafting. Will Ferrell, I mean, I'm not massive either way on him, but have you seen the movie Spirited?
No, I need to.
Oh, so good.
Was it?
So good.
I like the, is it Stepdad or Daddy's Home? The one he's in with...
Mark Wahlberg.
With Mark Wahlberg. Those two, they're brilliant. Anchorman, fantastic.
Yeah, that is good. That is a good movie. We'll keep these coming in. We'll read more out. I mean, we don't want to obviously, you know, start saying lots of horrible things about people. So maybe we'll keep it more down to things.
Caveat with, these are all just personal opinions.
That is it.
The views are not upheld by Crafters Companion or Crafters TV at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you want to go more down the line of what rather than who. You know, because a lot of these, you know, mentioning people like Will and the Pet Shop Boys, all big crafters, platinum members, probably watching. So, you know.
Yeah. Beyonce really offended me.
Why?
Why? Because I paid not an insubstantial amount of money for a ticket. In the Golden Circle, because it's Beyonce. It's Sunderland Stadium of Light. Yeah. And they tagged the Golden Circle on the end beside the Portaloos, away from the stage. She came on 45 minutes late. Oh no. Sang the first line of several of the biggest hits that you would expect to have a good laugh along to. And then because it's in a built-up area, houses around, there's a curfew for sound, and went off. And we missed 45 minutes. I fell out with her on that night, Ben.
Do you know what I said to producer Johnny the other day? I said, I really like Beyonce, and he said, whatever floats your boat. And I said, no, that's buoyancy. Yes, Johnny! I knew we'd get that in on the show. Thank you very much. Good night. That's buoyancy.
Oh dear, you're too good, Ben.
Thank you. Let's move on. Let's get going on the show, because I can only think what's going to happen if this show gets reviewed. Why are you talking about nonsense for 12 minutes? The Garden Gnomes collection. Let's start here, because this is one of my favourite collections, and my favourite paper pad, 12 by 12 pad. Absolutely love this. You're getting it on a half-price deal today, this collection, which we can't quite believe. Look at the paper pad. You don't need me to say too much, because I always wax lyrical about this. You're getting 6 pages of these little 6x6 scenes in the background, which will obviously work beautifully with all of the gnomes that you've got in this collection. But as we've discussed, like, any of your cute characters will work brilliantly with this.
Absolutely.
Paper pad is absolutely divine. I mean, come on, what is not to love about this? It's happy, it's vibrant, it's gorgeous, so many lovely colours to be working with, and as I always say, it's not too gnomified. You know, you look at those papers there, you can use that outside of this collection, no problem at all. It is joyous. It's one of the most lovely paper pads I think that we do. 36 double-sided sheets you're getting. You're also going to get the opportunity to create your own scenes here. This summer scene set with the embossing folder and stencils in there again allows you to create a wonderful setting for your project. Reminds me a little bit of the Teletubbies, who I know annoy a lot of people as well. But then you've also got the Garden Gnome accessory, so you can build your own gnomes up here. So this is great for creating the scenes. You've got the little sign there where you can put Gnome Home. You've got the picnic basket. You've got the little pond. You've got the little wheelbarrow in there. And then we meet our characters. So you've got Zizi, who is the gnome boy. And how cute is this? Again, look, the stamps are amazing. You've got the ability to actually personalise their own little costumes, because you've got the stencils which you can add on there too. And then you can create your little boy gnome. I mean, he can be playing the ukulele. I mean, he would be with the name Zizi. I mean, he's probably going to be playing that, isn't he? Banging out the hits. He's doing his barbecuing. You can stick sunglasses on him as well, where he really would then look like ZZ Top. He's giving a bunch of flowers away. He's doing a bit of gardening. And as well as having ZZ in there, the boy gnome, as he's called, you also have Gnome Girl, who we've called Svetlana. And again here, look, you can personalise her. She's got flowers, she's got a hamburger, you can pop a little bow in her hair on a hat. She can be doing the watering the flowers. She can be at the barbecue there with a s'more. You've got dies and stamps there to create your character. And again, you've got all of those stencils there to create a beautiful costume with. Then you've got your gnome caravan. Again, so much fun there that you can build that up. Loads of different things that you can cut out there, from the clouds to the flowers to the grass. Build up the scene if you like to create 3D scenes, you can. Then your gnome swing, so this is like an extension really of the gnome characters that you've got. You can pop either of those gnomes onto the swing. You've got the little dies there for their feet and for their hands there as well, which is super cute. Part of this actually, Leann was using earlier on to create a beautiful card on Wake Up Call. And then you've got all the sentiments there too. So again, a lovely selection of stamp sentiments. Some of these are gnomified, like Home Sweet Gnome, and there's Gnome, Better Time Than Summertime. But then you've also got some generic ones like Hello Summer, Wish You Were Here, and Happy Birthday. What a collection that is for that price on your screen. This should be $83.92, almost $104. Saving £43 there or thereabouts, $53. Platinum price is $32.80 or $40.80. Please do not miss out on this. It's such a lovely collection and it's a fantastic, fantastic price today. Thank you for all the comments coming through. We will have a look at a few of those in just a minute, but I feel like we should probably start doing some crafting 15 minutes into the show. Let us see what Leann has got up her sleeve. What are you going to be using?
That's a good idea, isn't it, Ben? Let's do some crafting. We're going to do this. We're going to use ZZ, and he's going to be doing some fishing. And we're going to have There's No Place Like Gnome. And we talk about the fact that this background stencil is, in fact, my favourite embossing folder and stencil set of all time.
I did not know that.
Yes, I adore them because... So just take those off. So, for example, here on its own. And that is great. It's just a happy card with a have a great day, thinking of you, you know, you're feeling down, not special, whatever. It's just a really great background and also great for all of the other characters that you've got at home. Sometimes we struggle with the cute characters that we've got in our collection to ground them or put them in a scene or position them, and we think they're just floating on the front of a card. That's how you felt. This folder will revolutionise those cute characters for you.
Yes.
So I thought let's actually take some time to look at how to do that, because I talk about it all the time, being one of my very favourites.
Amazing.
So I've taken the folder. It's a 3D folder, so you get some lovely deep impression. And inside I've just put a piece of multi-purpose cardstock, and that's going to go through the Gemini machine. I've got the stencils ready to use that come in the collection. Come in with the folder. You get these two stencils too. So there's the embossed piece. Oh look, didn't quite clean the folder the last time. Whoever used this folder last, please see me. And then we're going to do some stenciling through it. Right, so first off, we're going to mask these areas and ink through this. So first things first. We're going to take our yellow and do the sun rays. And really easy to do, Ben. You can use your square ink pads, you could blending pads, you can use your circles if you want to. I'm just looking to see if I haven't. I'm going to use a square one.
They're lovely as well, stencils, aren't they? I mean, I know you get the embossing folder here as well, but stencils are so craftable and so easy to create wonderful projects with, aren't they? Particularly for beginners.
Absolutely, especially for beginners. Right. Okay, so we've got that there. Oh, hang on.
Oh.
Is it the blue I'm doing? No, it's the yellow. That's it. Just checking. So I'm going to do my sun rays, and I'm just holding the stencil still. Yeah. And just taking it through. Now, the great thing about this is it does not have to be precise. If you want it to be precise, you can use, let me just show you how I would do that. I'm going to get some repositionable tape. Oh. Here, get one that's already open. You know when you lose your end, Ben?
Oh, I think I was chatting about that to you the other day, or someone else. It's so annoying, isn't it?
So what I would do is line that up, and then on my mat, across the stencil, tape it down.
Good idea.
And that means you don't have to keep your fingers, you know, all over the place if you don't want to. So just gives you a little bit of extra security. And then we're just inking through to get those sun rays.
Whilst we're watching you do that, Jules says, I can't stand knives and forks squeaking on a plate. Oh.
That is horrible.
Kirsty D, I hate the feel of cotton wool and wet wool. I have to wait for my son to take the wools out of the washer and hang them up. Oh yeah, because they squeak, don't they?
Yeah. I can understand that too, actually.
And Fred says, I cannot tolerate an empty cookie jar. Yes.
Yes, fair enough.
That is a good one. Our cookie jar is often empty, even though I fill it up like 2 days before. My son's only 15 and he eats like a horse, honestly.
You've got a healthy appetite.
He has got a healthy appetite, but he's still like a rake. I don't know where he puts it. It doesn't go on him.
Right, so what we've got here then, I've done the yellow for the sun rays.
Yeah.
This little bottom piece down here is a deeper green hill. So I've just got my green blending pad here and a green ink pad. Change that over. And I'm just going to put some deeper green through here. And these are meant to be watercoloured. It's meant to be a loose interpretation of a background. It's not meant to be precise alcohol, perfect colouring at all.
Yeah.
So don't be too concerned with it being completely perfect.
Yeah.
Just, get the colour down. It's a suggestion of. Right, so we've got those two down. So that's the stencil part finished. Okay, so I'll lift that up and show you.
Fab.
There you go, that's the stenciling part done. Now we've got a mask. And the mask that we've got masks out certain areas. So, for example, if I turn this around here,
Yeah.
you see what it's doing is there, for those hills, it's masking out everything else that I've put ink on. So now when I put ink on, it only goes in this area here for these hills. I'll show you with the green that I'm going to use. I'm going to use this nice spring meadow colour.
Lovely.
And then I'm going to use a little bit more tape. Where are you, tape? Just to keep it still while I do it. There you go. So you can go there. Now don't worry that these clouds are not lining up with where the clouds are, because we move our stencil down for that. Our mask, I beg your pardon. We move our mask down for that. So I'm just lining this up and then keeping it stillish. So your repositionable tape is great for that. Ink up, and then again, it's a loose interpretation. Don't worry about it being too precise. So we'll go through there. And you can just dab, you can use your daubers if you want to. You can drag it, it's up to you. And if you get a little bit of contamination between the two, it just looks watercoloured, it doesn't really matter. There are no stenciling police that are going to come visit the house.
I've enjoyed today because we've not been a lot of rules today, has there really?
No,
Just
there
been
hasn't.
Having a bit of fun.
It's just been enjoy yourself
Rough
today.
and ready.
Right, so now that we've done that, you can see when I remove
amazing.
that puts them in place for you. And then what we can do is move our clouds down.
Okay.
Which is like that. And then we can just put a little bit of colour in there, just a suggestion. Have I got a pale blue here? No, I'm just going to grab a pale blue ink pad,
Yes.
Ben. Bear with me a second.
That's all right. Whilst you're grabbing, loads of you still sharing your likes and dislikes. Jennifer says she dislikes crunching ice. Stretch my teeth on edge as well, that. And Charlotte says, I have to line my canisters in the kitchen in order. Tea, then coffee, then sugar. And it really annoys me if someone puts them down out of order. My Laura's a bit like that, making sure that they're all set in the right order.
Yeah.
And lots of chat about these this bundle as well. Charlotte's saying such beautiful papers for spring. It's a happy paper pad, it really is. And Zoe says, I love the gnome embossing folder. Always gets a great cheery background, is what you were saying as well, Leanne. It's such a cheery
just a
background.
very happy background. Right, so I've masked those clouds, and I just want to put a little bit, just a suggestion of pale blue across those clouds there.
Yeah.
So I'm just taking the stark white away by doing that, and when I lift that up, you'll see it's just took the stark white away, and they now feel like clouds in the distance. And then with the tip of your ink pad, all I do is, if I get a little bit of a darker colour, in fact, your little, your little blending sponges
eggs
are great. Little blending eggs are great for this. Now, you can pre-ink the folder if you want to,
right?
Which is why when I put the card in before, it went a little bit blue, because whoever did a demonstration with this before me did that.
Yeah.
I sometimes don't love that look because the ink gets everywhere. It's entirely up to you. So you can ink the folder if you want to, or you can do what I'm doing here. And I like to do this because I think the spots that I'm getting give you the movement in the sky as if it was clouds.
Yeah, it
so
does.
it really does feel like a cloudy day, which is what I like to do. But of course, you do what you like. It's your personal preference. So I just stroke a little bit of that in there.
Yeah.
Just to take the starkness of the colour off. I really do like the fact that I get those little splotches of colour because I feel like the clouds are moving. There's some clouds down here. And when you're happy with it, you can just leave it as you like. And if you want a little bit more just across there, just to tie that in with the look of the clouds above, then you can do that too. And that means your background is now ready. That's how easy it is. And we give you the folder, the stencil and the mask to be able to achieve that yourself at home. Put them out the way there. Now the next thing we do, and what I've done here is I've just trimmed it and I've inked around the edge with a dark green.
Okay.
Just so you've got that there. Now I'm going to make my card base. So my card base is 5 by 7 inside, and I'm using a 10 fold. And then I've done another piece of card here, which is 2 inches and 2 inches with a mountain. And then a 1 inch little flap here where I've chopped the sides on a diagonal. So that's going to be my glue flap there. So I'm just going to put some tape pen down there. And then this is going to go on the bottom of my card. So I'll line that up inside so it's hidden in there. On the fold, stick it down, and that creates me a step on the front of my card.
Nice.
Okay, very easy to do. I've got my piece of black card now because by now you know how much I am a fan of framing artwork, and anything you put on a card where you've done some inking or colouring or anything like that, it's a piece of artwork because it's your unique piece. And I'm really a fan of that because I do think it makes a pop. So I've got my little matten layer there. I'm positioning that nearer the top of the card so that it doesn't get totally covered up by the little step. Then I'm going to ink up the piece that we've embossed and coloured. And that's going on there. There we go.
Nice.
And then we've got the little gnomes, and I'll just show you what I've done. We've got the little gnomes, and I've used the matching die set to cut out these little pieces when they've been coloured in. And then you get a little cloud die in there as well. And I've done some little clouds, just put some ink around the edge.
Great.
So we can just build them up in the scene. So we're going to pop him in here, and I'm going to use a foam pad.
Okay.
And remember what we do with a foam pad?
Always put a bit of glue.
We put a bit of glue on the back.
We do.
Put a bit of glue on the back. I'll just use some Colourable all-purpose for now. You can use your all-purpose, your tacky, or your hot glue, whatever you want. And I'm just going to position him. I'm going to put him there, just on the hill. So he's peeping out above that piece there. Then his little pond can go in beside him. These were all coloured with tri-blend, Ben.
Yes.
You've seen us do that lots of times. I think it's nice to see it come together, isn't it? So his little pond can go here.
We've got some of the 6 bundled tri-blends on the show, actually, if you want to have a look at those on the shop of the day. Floral, portrait, exotic, and what have I written there? Oh, coastal. Oh, the exotic sold out.
Oh, wow.
Only floral portrait available. 10% saving on those if you want to find them.
Now I'm going to put this in his hands, and I just want to point out here, this is not the handle of the fishing rod.
No.
They're his hands holding the fishing rod. So the hands are already on the stamp with the die, so that you don't have to worry about that. So he's actually holding it. So when we put him on there like this, it looks like he's holding the fishing rod, making that little scene. You don't have to worry about the hands.
Yes.
Now, I've got some foam pads as well for my little clouds that I've cut out, that I've inked around.
Perfect.
A little bit of wet glue on there.
Yeah.
And we can just decide where we would like them. So I'm going to have one here.
Yeah.
One here. And should we double up?
Yes, we should.
You can double up a foam pad, you know, Ben.
Yeah, double up.
Double up.
more?
I'm going to double up.
What's the word? Lift off the page a bit more, don't they?
Yeah. A bit more wet glue.
Yeah. There's 2 things I've taken away from today. Use more black card for your matting and layering, and make sure you put glue on your foam pads. Always.
So I've got from the paper pad, I've got just a lovely little scrap piece again with a black matten layer that can go on there, matches in with the colours lovely. And then I've got one of the sentiments from the sentiment plate. There's no place like gnome.
Hey!
And that can go on there. And there we go. In a matter of moments, by using that lovely embossing folder and the little ZZ stamp and die set, you can make a really happy little card. And maybe it's welcome home, new home, you've been away for a while, welcome back. Maybe somebody coming back from university or from their travels, if that's where they've been. Really is just a happy, happy card. That whole collection, Ben, is happiness personified.
Absolutely it is. Thank you for the comments coming in. Sorry, explain. Charlotte, I'm reading this out because you put it out there, and I'm just going to read it out, and you said this, not me. All you put, and we'll move on straight away after this, and I'll read some more comments. You have put interesting placement of his rod. Right, moving on. Deborah says, evening all. He's got 2 hands. That's where he's going to be holding it, isn't it?
Look, can we just discuss that for a second? Because
we were moving on.
If I put his rod over there,
yeah, he would be like that.
Yeah, because that hand can't reach all the way over there.
No.
And then it's round the back, and then if I put it here, then that looks a bit strange.
Yeah. So it's got to be in the middle.
So it's got to be in the middle because that's what he's got to have equal. I'll just put it a little bit to the right. Is that better? Okay, we'll leave it at that. Thank you, Charlotte. Hope that's made you happy there. Hope that's better placement for you, Charlotte.
Thank you, Charlotte. Thank you. I'm glad we sorted that out. What you like, you like.
What you like.
Deborah says, even all. I've just used the fabric metal cutting plates with the 10x8 abstract jigsaw die. Leanne, they are brilliant. Game changer with the plates. I'm glad I got them, and thank you, Leanne and the team. That's from Deborah.
Very, very welcome.
Eve B says, thank you, Leanne. I just love this embossing folder, and now I think I'll actually use it tonight. I try to make something new every day instead of just a mess. We'll have fun with it, Eve, and thank you for your lovely message. Sil says, oh dear, I'm in trouble. Himself has been gone 3 hours, and Mr. Yodel has just delivered a huge box. That'll be my 500,000 edibles and loads of Totally Tiffany stuff. Oopsie. Oh yeah, the edible by the show the other day. That was decent. Linda, I know you've asked a question about the scene builder dies. We'll come on to those in just a second, and I'll ask you a question when we get to that. You're asking about whether or not you can mix and match them, which we'll chat about. I love the gnome embossing folder, says Zoe Carver. Patty says the gnome collection, cute. We need add-ons for the holidays. They need different clothes to match the season and the holidays. Don't forget, you do get the stencils in there, so you can actually sort of change up the look of their clothes. Leanne. Another Leanne says, I never think of doing step cards. Now you've seen a really easy way to do it. Love this, Leanne, says Joy. And what an adorable card, Leanne, says Mary Pat. I love it. The gnome collection is flying. One thing I just need to bring you up to date on very quickly is the showstopper that we had earlier on launch. Don't scream and shout, but that has now...
sold out!
It's gone. It's out of there. It's gone. Congratulations if you got it. Enjoy that. 2 shows, disappeared. Knew that it would because it's such a lovely selection of brand new dies. So well done if you got it. Something else which is proving very popular, and I'm delighted actually because it's my fave machine. It's back in stock. It was out of stock pretty much Wednesday of last week, I think. But a new shipment has arrived, so the MIDI is back. If you missed out on it last week, then grab it today. Great price on this, so the 15% saving. It's such a great machine. Can't recommend it highly enough. Power and precision of an electronic machine in manual form. It's totally portable. It's easy to use. You've got your 6x9 plate, of course, with that. I'll say plates, folders you're going to be using here because you don't have to worry or think, oh, what plate do I need to use? What plate combination? It goes with what? It's all done very, very simply indeed with your folder. And as we were chatting about earlier on, because a few of you were talking about this, and someone in particular said, oh, my folder's gone a bit like a banana. It will do over time. This is going to be a consumable. You will need to buy more of these, but you can kind of increase the longevity by, by rotating these, flipping these around. Lots of different ways to kind of make sure you're going to get the very best out of them. But they will obviously over time bend, but you get that included. That's where your dies go to do your die cutting. You've got your 3D embossing folders that you'll run through, your purple shim you're going to use with your 2D embossing folders. It couldn't be any simpler than that. It's totally portable. You've got your suckers on the bottom there, so wherever you're using this, it's going to stay nice and stable for you. Left-handed or right-handed, it matters not, but the point here is it's really simple. If you like to go on holiday and take a bit of crafting with you, it's perfect for that. If you potentially are looking forward to better weather and want to do some al fresco crafting, it's perfect for that as well. And it also works alongside very nicely your electronic machines. Like sometimes you don't need to use your bigger electronic machines. This is an absolutely perfect companion. And for those of you who perhaps are starting off and thinking about getting your first machine this evening, you don't have to spend a lot of money to get the power and precision that you would want. It's a great machine, honestly. £47.59 platinum tonight is a great buy, or $61.17. I mean, I think I've covered most things on this machine. I mean, I absolutely love it. We could potentially just get a little sound bite from Leann on the MIDI. I mean, I absolutely love it. What would your take be on this machine? It's brilliant, isn't it?
It's all of the, as you said, the power, performance, pressure of an electronic machine, but in a very portable, easy, usable manual format. So especially those of us, the gearing, can I just say in here, is exceptional, because if you have dexterity issues, or maybe you've lost the strength in your shoulders or your arms and you can't wind things through like you do manual machines, the gearing in here makes that very easy. There's not a lot of manual resistance needed at all. We've done a very good job of that, and it just makes everything that an electronic machine will do immediately accessible to you with no electric wires, Ben. It really is the most, I think, successful manual machine, because you don't have all of the plates to work out either. You put your die in your card in a folder, you whoop it through and it's done for you. It's just very easy. Yeah, whoop it through and it's done. I mean, really. And you're not having to use the electric as well, as we said. So it is simplicity. I can't not do it. Simplicity. Go on. Without electricity. I've understood, Ben, and it's on my to-do list. Thank you. Thank you. If that ever does happen, then I will be... Oh, by the way, talking about things I always go on about, and then... Do you know what I might do for you, Ben? What? Just because this is how special you are to me. No, you. Yeah, I think I'm going to have our manufacturers make you a Gemini MIDI. Yeah. With the Gemini MIDI logo at the top, and then screen printed on the machine underneath, simplicity without electricity, for your own personal machine. Serious? Yeah. Are you genuine? I'm not even jesting. I'm going to do it as a gift. Well, that would be amazing. And then I'd have my own personalised... You'd have your own personalised one. And I made it by Ben Moseby. I would love that so much. Okay, well, leave it with me. And then you can bring it on air and show everybody I've done what I promised. And do you know who else would love that as well? Who? Craig. Would he? Yeah, do you know why? Why? Because he'd get his MIDI back that he lent me 2 years ago. That is amazing. I'm going to do it for you, Ben. Thank you. You're welcome. Oh, my dreams come true here. What was the other thing? Oh, yeah, and also, talking about dreams come true, am I allowed to mention the thing that I teased on Instagram the other day, which is happening next week, or am I not allowed to say about that yet? You know what it is, Johnny? We were talking about it earlier on in the gallery. That thing. Can I? Next. I have no idea what this is. It's next week. I'm excited to learn. Next Thursday? Yeah. What's happening? Am I allowed to do this, or am I going to get in trouble? Okay, next Thursday. No, I'm not going to say. No, because I might get in trouble. It might be a big secret. Something big's coming up next Thursday. Somebody tell me in my ear. Yeah. Okay. Oh. I think you should say. I don't know. I don't want to say, because I might not be allowed to say. There might be a rather large personal sales event. Yes. With some exceptional deals put together by you. Yes, that's it. That's all. Is that an invasive enough hint? Kind of. We haven't said anything, have we? No, we haven't said anything. I take my MIDI in the RV, says Joe Holzer. Nice, great idea. That's what it's there for. And Charlotte says, read the rod. I was being cheeky. We know you were being cheeky. It's a beautiful card. Love the gnomes, and they're so popular with everyone. We know you were being cheeky. We do, and we love it. We love you for it. We love it. I mean, you said what we were thinking, Charlotte.
Oh dear. Right, let's move on to the Monday Mega Deal. Very busy for this, and I said this earlier on, it's the first time that I can recall where we've done like a full collection as a Monday Mega Deal. Normally we bundle a few bits and pieces together. It might be some of our Spectrum Noir products, it might be some adhesives, it might be some cast. I can't remember a time where we've done a full collection on a Monday Mega Deal, and the price on this is an insult to this particular product. It really is. It's a £48, $60 collection that you're picking up for £11.50 if you're platinum, or $14.33. I think these are normally, Johnny, you said they're $7.99 each, aren't they? I think normally. And you're getting the whole collection for £11.50 or $14.33, only for the next 24 hours though, because a Monday Mega Deal is there for that time scale, and that is it. So if you come back tomorrow this time, you won't be paying this price. There's such a lovely die set to go for, because again, we've kind of, a lot of people when we launched these, I remember saying that lattice folding you found particularly difficult to do. It was a difficult thing to achieve. These dies again do all of the hard work for you and create this really wonderful effect, giving you that perfect cut and then allowing you just to create that fold yourself. It's so simple. You almost get like the horizontal and the vertical dies in there. So if you want to make little panels out of these, you can. If you want to make full backgrounds, you can. If you want to make frames with these, you can. They are so super versatile, and it just makes lattice folding an absolute breeze to do. Now, just to show you all of the designs that you're going to get, and remember this is all for $11.50 or $14.33. Double loop you're going to get in here. Love that beautiful chevron in there too. That's included. Remember, it's two dies per design. Again, that double diamond. Can you imagine, like, you send this off to somebody like who's not in the know, doesn't know about all the amazing things we do here at Crafter's Companion? They are going to have no clue, are they, how you've achieved that?
Absolutely not, Ben. You're 100% right. And can I just say, with double-sided papers with two different colours, they look fantastic. Or if you've got a single-sided paper, ink the background and then do that, and the contrast just looks fabulous.
I mean, literally, again, I know I always say this when you're in, but I think it's important to say it. Like, hats off to your team and hats off to all the engineering that has gone into these, because, I mean, yes, it doesn't look that impressive as a piece of metal, does it? But what it can achieve for you is quite simply brilliant, honestly. And again, I think the circles are my favourite. I absolutely love these. And again, if you look at this, sometimes the boards, you know, they are a bit unimpressive, but it shows you the designs that you're going to get. But wait till you see how easy it is to achieve this. For £11 or $14, it will be the best £11 or $14 that you spend today if you pick these up. They are super, but they're only here at that price for the next 24 hours, being the Monday Mega Deal. So please, do make sure you grab this. Are we looking at these later on? Will we have time? Oh, look at the zigzags. Zigzags. They're amazing. Go back. There's plenty of shows. If you go to, what's that place called? YouTube. You'll see all of the shows that we've done since sort of time dot, and you will be able to see lots of shows with those zigzags. I'm sure we can probably look up when they were launched as well. Right, let's have a look at something we are going to demo, which is the Zigzag Scene Builders. This, again, is a 12-piece die and 20 stamp collection. Should be $51.96, $59. You're paying just $28.80 today, or $32.80. And as we discovered earlier on, these are going to create for you this wonderful zigzag scene with ease, but like we've already shown you as well, actually, you know, you don't have to use these in this sort of way. You can use these, you know, for 2D. You had that amazing box, which we must just show again in a few moments' time, that you can use these, you know, on cards. You can use these on your boxes. Just whilst I'm flicking through these as well, yeah, and that question, I'll ask it now because I will forget otherwise. Linda was just saying, with these, obviously they come in, you know, in like you've got 3 here, and this one, which is the Our Hometown. Can you mix and match these up if you want?
Yes, they're all the same width.
Absolutely brilliant. So there you go, Linda. So they are interchangeable.
So if you wanted the mountains from the fairy castle behind that cottage, it's the lake or the Ozarks, then absolutely you can do that. Because they're all the same width.
I think particularly like those two will interchange really, really nicely indeed.
And if you want to do 6 zigzags,
why not?
6 zigzags.
Why not?
6 layers, why not? Mix them all up, do what you like, create your own village, create your own scene, create your own world. Because they're all the same width, so you can use them in whatever combination you desire when you've got the full collection.
Let's have a look at that box that you've got in your hand, because that is
glorious, isn't it?
A showstopper, isn't it?
It really is. So this is a beautiful gift box where we've used that set, and you can see inside there you've got the depth and dimension, because the box has had a false insert put in. If you can just show you in there, you see how you've got all of that depth there. So all of the layers have been put inside and then backed up. So you've got all of, look at that 3D dimension in that box there for those
Incredible.
layers. Absolutely exquisite. And of course the gate opens, you've got the acetate front and all coloured in. I think when you see something as beautiful as that, that's a gift in its own right, that, Ben.
Yeah,
And you
absolutely.
could have little holes in the background. This background layer here could be vellum.
Yeah.
And inside that you could have some strung LED lights that you just fit on. Becomes a decoration.
Well, you said it's the kind of thing you'd get out every Christmas and have
Yes,
as a
I
little
put it out every Christmas
ornament.
as a decoration. I would, absolutely. I just think it's absolutely beautiful. So many other things you can do as well. Have you finished showing all the designs yet, Ben?
I have, yeah. I was quite swift. But
I'll just whiz through a couple of samples, should I? Because so many beautiful, beautiful ways of using these. And, you know, you can use them flat, you can use them 3D, you can just make really pretty little cards with them. You can see, as we've done here, beautiful little princess card. You're creating your own world.
Yeah, you are.
It's almost like that Disney ride, It's a Small World after all. You know, it's, oh my word, that song went round to my head for 3 months after we'd been.
It's in my head now.
Honestly, and I couldn't stop. Yeah, stop. That's on my list of irrational dislikes, Ben.
Sorry.
And you can see, but you can do them really pastel or you can do them really bright. They're glorious, Ben, and in fact, a lot easier than they look. A lot easier than they look.
They are, and they are tremendous as well. A lot of you just saying how much you love that collection. A lot of you ordering the lattice folding dies too. Kirsty D just says, I just ordered those. At that price, how could I refuse? Only for 24 hours though. Zoe says, must be getting hungry. All this talk of lattice dies making me think of sausage rolls and steak bakes. Apologies. Oh, steak bake. And EB just chatting about the simplicity with that electricity. She says, I do so love that catchphrase, Ben, thank you. Shall we get on to having a look at these in action? Because again, they're the kind of thing that they look the absolute business, but it's nice to see how easy it is to craft with them too. So let us have a little look. Which of the sets are you going to be using, Leann?
So I'm using the In the Country.
Oh, yeah.
Lived in a house, a very big house in the country. Yeah, that one. I can't help myself whenever I say that. Now, what I've got my 3 dies, and then I've got a piece of watercolour card, because I'm going to watercolour the scene. And I've scored the watercolour card. The height matters not, can I just say. This height matters not. Let me show you an example of why. Here is a zigzag card.
Yeah.
On a much shorter piece of card.
Yes.
So as long as you can zigzag, the height is irrelevant. Whether you want a long card or a short card, you choose.
Yeah.
The important piece to zigzag it is these widths.
Yeah.
3 3/4, 3 3/4, 3 3/4.
Right.
And as long as you've got 3 3/4, 3 3/4, 3 3/4,
It can be
whatever you want.
Right.
As tall or as short as you like, as long as you can fit 3 zigzags in. Now open out your card in front of you and you're going to fold it in the zigzag. So it's been folded, it's been scored and folded as the zigzag. Then you're going to lie it onto your Gemini plate and take whichever die is going to be the middle and line it up. Now you're going to want to leave enough space for the next one. This won't be the position, but it'll be about there. So I know that that's a pretty good position. And I know the bike will be about there. So kind of in the centre is good. And then I'm going to take a piece of my repositionable tape and I'm just going to angle that as I see fit. Now I want the tree to be straight so I can see that the bottom of the little swing there is kind of running parallel with the card and I've got a little bit of a hill.
Yeah.
You can see that. So that for me looks like a good position for that to be in. And you can see the 3 3/4, it's meeting the score. It's meeting the score.
Yeah.
So that's the crucial measurement for you. And then I'm just going to keep that nice and still. And I'm taping from the die up into the piece that is going to get chopped off so that I don't need to worry about spoiling any of my cardstock. Then I put my sandwich together and pop it through the machine like this. Okay.
Michelle is saying, I have this set. I have yet to really use them. Did a practice run. And Christine Mahoney's just said, you put in all the annoying songs in my head now. It said, dislikes Baby Shark. Do. Oh, do you?
Yeah, I don't mind that.
Do the grandkids like that?
Yeah, the grandkids like that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ada's favourite song is, well, she has several, she changes.
Yeah.
One of her very favourites is Neil Diamond's Sweet Caroline.
Is that right? That is brilliant. Where's she heard that?
Just on the radio. Mama.
Yeah.
Lauraline.
Lauraline.
Lauraline, and then that's Sweet Caroline. Wow. She also likes Sky Full of Stars. Coldplay.
Yeah, great. That's a great song.
That's because that's Johnny Off Sing 2. And she also likes Lizzo.
Which one?
The ones that she probably shouldn't be singing. So we put the sanitised version
the radio edit
onto the speaker in your house, whose name I won't say because she'll kick off it everywhere at home.
Oh yes.
So once I've cut that, what I'm now going to do is snip down the 2 score lines to take this piece out. You can do this with a craft knife if you prefer.
Yeah.
And then there's just a tiny bit there, snip into, you see that's come away. And then down this score line. And again, just a tiny bit there to snip into. And that comes away.
Perfect.
And creates the centerpiece for you. Now, this next bit is the very, very important bit for you all. Okay, so now what you need to do is this. Flip it.
Right.
Because if you don't flip it, your hills will not go in the correct direction.
I see.
Because of the way the die's cut. Can you see that?
Yeah.
So you've got to flip it over, cut the first one facing you, and if I just put these on here and show you, you see now that's going uphill. Well, unless you live in topsy-turvy land, that isn't going to fold. That isn't going to fold correctly.
No.
So once you've cut the middle one, and always cut that one first, flip the whole card over, and then you can line up where you're going to put your next pieces. So you see what I'm doing here is following the zigzag of the tree line with the house, and actually just probably move that up a little bit. Maybe it's there. But I'm following the same angle, and that can now get taped in place. And again, just on the bit that's going to get cut away. And then the same down here, so I'm going to have the bike, and that's also going to be running on a similar angle. You can see there, my 3/4 to my 3/4, a little bit of tape, and I'm going to tape the bit that I'm cutting away. Okay, once I've done that, put my plates on and pop it through the machine. Once you've done that, that's easy. As long as you remember to turn over your card and cut it in the opposite direction. If you're doing them as separate panels, it makes no odds. But if you're doing it as a card that folds to create the seam, really important that you flip it to get everything going in the correct direction.
And Sil said you could build a bigger seam by using 2 sets, but make each zigzag double the width, so you have 2 dies on each zig. Yeah. So zig, zig, zag, zag.
Yeah, absolutely you could.
Like that idea.
There are no rules.
No.
They're your dies. You can do what you like with them to create whatever scene you want to create.
Yeah.
The only important thing is what I've just shown you there. When you are zigzagging, is to flip it over so that everything goes in the right. Unless you want to build a topsy-turvy card.
Well, you might want to, yeah.
You might want to. You know, it might be like an Alice in Wonderland type thing.
Yeah.
Where you want it to be all upside down, but that's up to you. You know, you choose it, your card. So once we've done that, we then do exactly as we did before. We cut down and then just snip in. Mm-hmm. And that then comes away. And then this one just needs snipping in because it's on the edge. Snip in. And that comes away.
Yeah.
Creates that piece. Same on this side. Snip in to where the die is, so that comes away. And on this side, tiny little snips. There we go. And that has created your zigzag card for you, and everything goes in the correct place.
Yeah, fantastic.
You see that there. Okay, so once you've done your cutting, because we've put it onto watercolour card, we can start colouring it in. And I love to do this on watercolour card and do this, Ben. It makes me happy. So I've got a little pot of water here in my brush. I've got some kitchen towel because I never paint without it. And then I'm just going to some colour on my mat and pick up the colour from the mat and paint it on.
Nice. Thank you for showing that, Leanne, says Joe. I would have wondered why my world was wonky, says Joe. But like we said, you might want a wonky world.
You might want a wonky world, and if you do want a wonky world, that's absolutely fine.
That is absolutely fine, yeah.
But I just wanted to show you in case, you know, I know that's something that if I didn't know would frustrate me for 10 hours while I worked it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was also good to show, because I was sort of, again, under the impression that you had to line, like you said, as long as you got that width so that the actual die fits, as you showed here, that the zigzag doesn't have to line up at all, does it really?
No, not at all.
Again, that's where I would have gone wrong. So it's brilliant to see these in action. Just whilst you're painting, can I ask a question from Sophie?
Of course you can.
Who loves our encapsulated glitter card.
Oh.
She says, this is a request, can you make more 12 by 12 encapsulated glitter card, please? I absolutely hate glitter card, except Crafter's Companion encapsulated glitter, but need larger sizes than A4. Now, we've got the silver, gold and rose gold, haven't we, in
We do.
12 by 12? Any chance of more on the horizon?
I do believe there is some planned.
Right.
I'm not going to say the month because I can't.
Don't, you know.
I might disappoint you if I've got the month wrong, but I know there is some planned.
There you go, Sophie.
Yep.
Your wish is our command.
So I'm just doing that loosely, Ben. You can see I've just painted that on, and I've used 3 colours from an aqua marker just to get some different colour in the grass there.
Yeah.
And then what I'm going to do is go straight in with my colours for my bicycle. And, oh, I think I might... Oh, I'm short of a marker. Can you bear with me, Ben?
I can bear with you.
I've left a marker over here. Bear with.
Absolutely no problem
Sorry.
at all. Don't forget, if you want to pick this up, $28.80 today is your platinum price, $32.80. What's the deal on this again? It's only the best ever price on this one. Best ever price with a $15.96 saving, $18.80. They're normally $12.99 each. But there you go, you're getting the lot for £28.80 platinum, or $32.80 if you're shopping in the US. So again, just a really nice, fun die set to be working with. And now, maybe the thing that stopped you before from getting this, you're thinking, oh, it looks a bit complicated. But now, Leann has sort of demystified that, showing you how easy it is to do.
Yep. So I'm just taking my aqua markers directly in to the image here.
Yeah.
I'm not worrying about trying to paint it. They're quite small pieces, and I want it to look quite watercoloured, so I'm not bothered about it being too perfect either. I'm going to have a blue basket.
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to have a matching blue seat.
Oh, lovely. Very posh bicycle you got there.
And I think I'm going to have... I need a grey, Ben. I'll be back in a second. I'm just changing my mind as we go along. Here
Well,
we
that's
are.
it. You know,
Grey wheels. There we are.
grey wheels.
Right, so some grey wheels or black wheels in here.
Did you do any cycling? 'Cause I know you're...
No.
No, not
Do you know
at all.
that's... So,
No.
no. And do you know why? This
Is
is a fun fact.
Oh, okay.
I can't ride a bike.
Is that right?
Yeah, we've done that before in questions, I think. I cannot, and I have tried, and you know my husband is a very keen cycler.
Yeah.
And he has tried his very best to teach me, and I fall off.
Can you not get some, I don't mean, I'm not taking the mickey, but
Stabilisers.
can you not get stabilisers? What? What?
I don't think he would get stabilisers to support my weight.
Well, I don't know what you're
I don't think he
talking
can get adult
about.
stabilisers.
You must be able to.
Simon said he was going to get me a 3-wheeler.
Well, 3-wheeler would be good. Johnny's just said get a tandem. You can just sit on the back.
I did suggest a tandem to Simon, and he said not on your life because I'll be doing all the work. I think, you know what it is? I can't do things that require a significant amount of balance, Ben. I haven't got very good balance. Like,
Did you try learning to ride a bike when you were a child then, or not?
yes,
Yeah,
yes.
you did. You just
yes,
never...
although what I'm about to tell you, I do not advocate.
Right.
But my dad didn't go very way about it, Ben. He took me to the top of a hill and let me go.
Oh, no.
And just thought I would be all right by the time I got to the bottom, and I wasn't.
That didn't end well, did it?
Didn't end well, Ben.
No.
So maybe that scared me a little bit, and I'm nervous, I don't know. But I mean, I've tried, and Simon's an excellent biker, and he has tried very hard, and I just can't do it, Ben.
Isn't it funny? I always think like riding a bike and swimming is something that you assume that everybody can do.
And
but
I can't do either.
Oh, you can't swim?
No.
See, I was going to say, my dad is, how's my dad now? 72, and he can't swim.
No.
And I always sort of marvelled at that as a kid, but he just never got taught. It was never a thing. Like all kids now learn to swim, don't they?
Swim, yeah.
In school lessons and stuff. Oh, that's interesting.
Right, so there you go. So that's just a little bit of it done. You would continue to choose your colours and just watercolour in that vein, and you would end up with a whole scene like this. Now I just want to point out to you, these bits are the front. You can see the tree isn't coloured because remember that zigzags over.
Yeah.
So it's coloured on this side for the tree, but what I do like to do is give a little bit of a watercolour here, because then when it's standing up from that angle, it doesn't look completely blank.
Yeah.
All right, so you've got that all done. So once you've watercoloured it, you can see I've just used the brush nib to give a suggestion of grass.
I love what you've done with the grass at the top particularly. It's very overgrown.
It's very overgrown, yes, just like cottage garden.
Yeah.
So now I've got, again, one of our gnome scenes, Ben.
Ah, yes.
I do love them, I do love them. And this is just a piece of all-purpose.
Yep.
And that's 3 3/4 wide as well.
Okay.
And the same height as my card base that I used. My gnome scene is going up here at the top, like that. Don't worry about this, because this is going to get covered over. And now my whole zigzag piece is going to get 3D'd on there.
Nice.
So I'm going to take my foam pads and just position them around the outside.
Lillian, just to answer your question, it's a bunch of flowers in the basket, but you did say you could make it look like a cat. You could make it look like a cat if you wanted. You caught me out earlier on, because I was looking at it upside down. I was like, is that a cat in the basket? It's definitely a bunch of flowers.
It is a bunch of flowers, but you could make it look like a cat.
Why not? Why not?
It could be whatever you want. Could be a loaf of bread and some apples. You know, just how you colour it in.
Could be whatever you want.
Yeah.
Loaf of bread and apples, why not? Talking to cats, Cat's Creation says, my mother cannot ride a bike, so one year for Christmas, we got her an adult tricycle and she loved it. So there you go.
Maybe that would be what I need then, Ben.
Yeah.
I have to say, I don't feel like I've missed out in life.
No.
I mean, I think it would be nice, it'd be nice if I could go out with Simon for a pootle around, but here's the thing. My husband doesn't pootle.
I was going to say he'd leave you behind, wouldn't he?
I mean, he's extreme. He would leave me behind. He's off like greased lightning.
Is he?
So he's fast. He does road biking fast, mountain biking, big hills, down them fast. I just want to go to the village and come home with some flowers and a couple of croissants. And little Ted sitting in the basket at the front. That's what I want to do with a little headscarf on a sunny day. That's all I would want to do. So maybe the tricycle's perfect for me.
Yeah, I can just imagine you with a tricycle.
That's my kind of biking.
Let him do all of the off-road and down hills and stuff like that. Yeah. Dear, oh dear.
See, I've always done other things, Ben, and I don't know whether it was the way I was brought up, but I come from a very crafty family of crafty women, obviously, because I craft for a living. So I think when my friends were out biking and swimming and hanging from trees, I was sewing and crocheting and baking and making things with my mum and my grandma. So I think I've come from a more of a homely, crafty environment, and that's where I'm comfortable and happy.
Yeah. More inside doing creative things than outside doing all action things.
That's what I prefer.
Yeah. Well, that's marvellous.
Right, so then this zigzag card is going to get mounted up onto that little base I've done there with my 3D pads. So what that does is lift it up and give you an extra layer there for dimension with the little gnome scene. And then you've got your 3 zigzags. And then what you can do is just add a little sentiment with Home Sweet Home, and there you go. That's your zigzag card.
Absolutely brilliant. And I'm so pleased that we took time just to kind of go through all the whys and wherefores with that, and how you put it all together. And now you can see for yourself just how, again, accessible and craftable that set is. I absolutely love it. Oh my, Leanne, says Betty Weaver, you never cease to impress. Such a lovely set. I'll show you all the designs that you're going to get within this set. Once again, best ever price we've done it for. And again, now you've kind of been refreshed with this and seen this in action. Maybe you're now thinking to yourself, do you know what? I'm gonna give this a go. I'm gonna get this. And isn't it nice to know as well that you've got the ability to mix and match these should you wish? And I love the suggestion again of potentially, using multiples of these, maybe using a couple of these on bigger cards so you can create bigger zigs and zags. Zig and Zag.
I absolutely loved Zig and Zag.
They were on, but then the Big Breakfast.
They were on, I think it was Big Breakfast, I think it was.
Yeah.
The aliens, the fairy, that was Simon Cowell's first act.
Is that true?
That's a true fact. That's a true fact. Zig and Zag was Simon Cowell's first act.
Well, as in they had a record?
They did have a record, but he looked at, like, in terms of them making appearances and what have you.
Huh.
Yeah. Like, his brainchild, if you like.
Our US viewers will probably have to look up Zig and Zag. But they were a bit like the Muppets, weren't they, really?
Yes, a bit like, I would say, more Sesame Street.
Yes.
A little, would you?
Yes, more Sesame Street.
More Cookie Monster, funny.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were Zig and Zag from the planet Zog, weren't they?
Yes.
Yeah. Look them up. They were very funny. They were of a time, weren't they? Oh, by the way, can I just say, sorry, this has just popped back into my head. Do you know, the other week, it might have been with you, Leanne, as well, we were talking about Mr. Blobby.
Yeah, loved Mr. Blobby.
I don't know why this flashed up, maybe because, you know, they're always listening, aren't they? I saw an advert, it was either on Facebook or Insta, the actual Mr. Blobby costume is up for sale currently on eBay. Yeah, and I looked in to see, like, well, I wonder how much that is. This was probably 3 or 4 days ago, with like 6 days still left to run. £15,000.
No way!
15 grand!
Wow!
Johnny said, what did you bid?
Wow, that's a lot of money for a Mr. Blobby costume.
What would you do with it?
What would you do with it exactly? Stuff it and put it in the corner of the living room to frighten people when they came in? What's that? I don't know.
Johnny's gone, well, obviously you just put it on and go charging about, straight into Asda. down the aisle with all of the plates and stuff. Blobby, blobby, blobby! Oh my goodness me. Our US viewers, you'll also have to look up Mr. Blobby. Got some homework for you there, Zig and Zag and Mr. Blobby. Honestly, us Brits are normal. Once you've seen it, you're like, what are they like over there? Right, the Zigzag Scene Builder. So you've got the Once Upon a Time. Really love that fairy tale theme. And remember, as we said, all of these interchangeable. I think particularly these three that you're seeing here, very, very easy to kind of mix and match these around the Garden Dreams, Our Hometown, and then also you have this last one, which is called Country House. It lives in a house, a very big house in the country. They all come with some lovely stamps as well. Wow, sorry. The Mr. Blobby costume is now at £61,000. I'm glad my bid got through. How many days left, Johnny? Oh, 2 days left. Brilliant. So if you see a really weird sort of, costume on the show later in the week, you'll know that I won. 28, I didn't really bid for it. 28.80 or 32.80 is your platinum price on this collection. If you want to jump in and grab it, best ever price, a really good day to be able to do it. Do you know what? We have only got just over 50 minutes left on the show. It's flown over again. So we're going to take a little break. We're going to give you opportunity to get your baskets checked out, get your carts checked out, and when we come back, lots more inspiration. And in the final bit of the show, of course, we will need your votes on the demo of the show and demo of the day. It's all coming up, but right now, head to the checkouts and we will come right back.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters' companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% of your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every pound, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Here at Crafters TV, it couldn't be easier to get your hands on the latest crafty must-haves. Leave the hard work to us while you shop from the comfort of your own living room. Head to the Crafters Companion website to see our full crafty range, or hit the Shop the Day button to see all the new and exciting products featuring on Crafters TV. Once you've filled your cart, leave it to us to get your crafty goodies to you in super quick time, so you can get on with being creative. Crafters Companion, making crafty shopping a breeze.
What makes Crafters TV so special is you guys.
It's really special because the experts are really experts. They're really skilled at what they do, and they want to make sure that the audience also improves on their skills.
Crafters TV is so special because you've got together a really sort of key group of people and people that are very passionate about the products.
Crafters TV is so special because it's a unique community that we have with each other where we can learn and grow and communicate with each other.
Community, the family spirit, the education, everything to do with craft. We are all like-minded people who share a passion.
I love all the inspiration the demonstrators bring and all the knowledge for us out here.
What makes Crafters TV so special? 100% it's the interaction. No other crafting TV channel or show has the same interaction.
I love the community, I love chatting live, I think that's the best part. And it's gone beyond crafting because we've become friends.
It feels to me to be a really, really close relationship with our customers and viewers.
You guys make us feel like we're part of your family. I've never been on the show before, but one of my friends who I did meet from CCTV encouraged me, and I was on the craft along.
A massive team of people, and I think they've all got their role to play, and it just brings everything together. It allows us to do our job and just love it.
The people, obviously. The people not just here at Crafters Companion, but the viewers that watch us. I mean, everybody. We have this real magical essence about it.
Bye for now. Bye.
Thank you for all the lovely comments coming through. Pamela Green is just saying, gorgeous card, Leanne. You really are creative. Yes, can't ride a bike, but can definitely put a card together. That's what we love. And Lillian, here we go. You know, I was saying about they're always listening. Lillian says, Ben, after the last show and the talk of s'mores, I got a video in my Facebook feed with a robot making s'mores.
They're always listening, aren't they?
They are. The thing that scares me the most, though, is when, I suppose you must mention it surreptitiously, but when you think you've just thought of something and then the next day it's on your feed.
Yes.
It's almost like they're infiltrating your mind.
Yeah. That has happened to me before.
Has it?
Mm. And I think I must have said it or something.
Yeah.
I watched a programme about how the algorithms work where you might have said it to 3 different people, and then if they're friends and family in the phone, they know, and so they follow what you're doing and they can work it out. It's like, but even that scares me more than the fact that they're listening to me, that they can work it out from, you know, different things that have happened. It's scary.
It's a scary old world we live in, eh? Thank goodness for craft.
Yeah.
And thank goodness for the Colourable, I can never do this.
Colourable creator cards.
All right, show off.
Colourable creator cards.
Colourable.
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 Colourable creator cards.
Colourable.
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 Creator cards.
Creator cards.
Thank you. And 1, 2, 3.
Colourable. Colourable creator cards.
Yay!
24 dies, 25 stamps, 77.94, 89.70. No, not today, friends. You're saving £20 or £22.70. Platinum price is £46.40 or £53.60. And actually, you know what we've done here? We've combined, I think, 2 of the things which you guys absolutely love. Are amazing colouring pads that we do, but also are brilliant and always very popular creator cards, and giving you the ability to create the most stunning cards, because of course the dies creating that amazing creator card work in conjunction with the beautiful stamps that you're going to get with each and every one of these. You also got your outer die there as well for even more craftability, and sentiments within this collection too, so you can stamp your sentiments out and die cut those as well. This is a real winner of a collection, and again the kind of collection which is going to just make you look the absolute business, because really easy to be able to create, you know, and wherever you are within your colouring journey as well, you will really, really enjoy creating with these. So let me just show you. You've got your 3 different rectangular sizes, 3 rectangle dies is what I'm trying to say, and then actually are they all rectangle? No, they're all the same size. They're all the same size. I'm talking nonsense. Don't listen to me. You've got Thinking of You, which are the beautiful birds here. And again, depending on how you colour them, can be whatever birds you want them to be. Butterflies in here too. And again, do you know what? I mean, it makes a beautiful creator card, and as I say, a great way for you to get in a colour. But if you don't want to use the dies here, you don't have to. Just simply stamp the images out and just create beautiful cards that way. But combining the two, you get some really, really beautiful results. You've got that gorgeous butterfly in there. Some really lovely sentiments with this one as well. Things like chase your dreams, especially for you. And take this moment and make it beautiful. We've then got the cupcake, which is just joyous with the hanging bunting there. Again, this is so easy for you to be able to create quick, easy, stunning cards. Roses on there too. Again, all of those stamps and dies to create a beautiful card suitable for all occasions. But of course, with Valentine's just around the corner, maybe. And then last but by no means least, stamps are just fallen off there. But you've got that beautiful bouquet. That one's called your special bouquet. And again, that die cut, that stamp it on, get colouring, you're going to create something really beautiful. Like in here as well, that we've included things like Keep Life Simple, Happy Mother's Day, which will be here before you know it, and then Get Well Soon as well. Those flowers, very, very craftable and useful for all sorts of occasions. $46.40 is the platinum price here, or $53.60. And again, it's always nice to see everything that you're going to get as far as the bundle is concerned, but better to see them in card form. And I know Leanne's got some cards to show you the other side of the studio. Again, really fun, easy to use collection, this, isn't it?
Do you know what? This is a gorgeous collection, Ben, and I wasn't around when these were launched, and so this is the first time I'm actually seeing these samples.
Oh, okay.
So, I mean, we've practiced with them in the office when we were designing them. We know that they work, etc. But in terms of seeing what our design team have done with them, this is the first time I've looked at these samples, and can I say, I'm blown away, design team.
Oh, well done.
I think they're fantastic. So we're going to have a little bit of an Oscars session right now.
Oh, wow, okay.
Because I feel I need to name check the people who've done these samples, because they're beautiful, and it really does show them off to their best advantage. So this, I think, is exquisite, using that glitter card as a little frame around that vase of flowers, and using that creator card as a topper on a card rather than cut in. Absolutely fabulous. Thank you, Kerry Noon.
Yes, Kerry.
And this one, look at this with your diorama and with that cupcake in there, that lovely see-through design with the bunting, that is absolutely exquisite. And that is by Lisa West. Thank you very much, Lisa. This, again, Kerry, beautiful embossing with the pale pink, and then doing that in a lovely pastel way with a little frame. Thank you, Kerry. This one, Sean Peacock. Sean, I love that. A little tent fold there with a zigzag and those birds in there. Thank you so much. Excuse me. Look at that. Shaker card.
Oh, nice.
Cupcake. Lisa West again. Thank you so much, Lisa. This is Sean again. Look with the birds. How beautiful is that as a stepper card. This one, Bianca Baldwin. Excuse me, everybody. Bianca Baldwin, superstar extraordinaire when it comes to colouring. Look at how beautiful the dimension on that is with those birds in there. Absolutely glorious. This one, I'm so excited about it. Look at this. Oh, Christina Pook.
Incredible.
Look at that. I'm just going to move these out the way a minute. How beautiful is that? With that pop of red in the background on that little stepper, using that creator card in the front of a stepper. Absolutely beautiful. This one, however, I nearly lost my mind, Ben.
What?
This is Kerry Noon again. Let me just show you this creator card, but not as a on the edge. Look at that.
Brilliant.
Isn't that fantastic? Where she's cut and then she's snipped it off the side to make that edge thing.
See.
Do you see what I mean?
Yeah, I couldn't work out how that was done.
Absolutely genius.
That is top notch.
Love that, Kerry. This is just a performance in its own right with that cupcake. The colours on there, absolutely beautiful. And lovely colouring and lovely composition. Lily Fletcher, thank you, Lily.
Oh, well done, Lily.
Sean again, doing those birds in there with the shakers in the background, absolutely gorgeous. This next one, this is the dragonfly. Look at that, with the little wings on there, and the acetate behind is absolutely gorgeous. And that's from Debbie Clough. Debbie, I haven't seen you for years. I hope you're well. And Debbie is from Darlington. She's local.
Okay.
She's been a fan of Crafters Companion and a friend of Crafters Companion for a long time. Thank you, Debbie. We've got another little one. This is from Anonymous. So thank you, Anonymous. Another Anonymous. And this is Sarah Kay. This is looking like they might all be Sarah Kay because they're looking all a little bit similar, aren't they? So thank you very much for those. But I want to show you this one as well. This is from Rebecca Davies, watercoloured rather than alcohol coloured. Absolutely stunning. I think that shows you how beautiful they are.
It does.
And how versatile they are as well, Ben.
Absolutely. Are we having? I thought we did. And the winner is. No.
No.
Oh. All
that
winners.
Wouldn't be fair. They're all winners.
All winners.
All winners.
Let's have a look at them then, shall we?
Yeah, why not? Now, what I've done is prepare a tri-fold stepper card. And to do that, I have literally just used the length of a piece of card and then extended a little bit here by gluing it.
Yeah.
And in the front of my stepper, I have cut my Create a Card die. And I'm not going to bother putting that through because I've got other things I want to show you. You've seen us run a Create a Card through in the past. So I've centred it in the front of my card. That's the die, and it will cut that aperture for you. Now, included in the die set, you get the outside frame should you want to make it into a panel, and then you also get the dies to cut out the sentiments that come in there as well, so you get a really lovely cut around the sentiment, a nice clean cut. So once you've done that, let me just stick that back down. This is the little piece you've got, and then also in this set you get your beautiful butterfly stamp which lines up perfectly with that piece that you have cut out. And you can stamp that on. Now, we're going to, would you like to see that happen, Ben?
Well, why not?
Because I think it's helpful for everyone, isn't it?
Just to say as well, if you need stamping help, we've got the 4x4 and 6x6 plus the mat available as a bundle on the show for you. Find it all on the Shop the Show, Shop the Day page. They're very helpful, aren't they, our stamping platforms for this kind of stamping?
Hugely helpful for this kind of stamping, and the stamping mat. I wouldn't be doing it without, because you can do from above, and George, I'm sorry, my head might get into shot, but I need to get over the top of it, because when I get over the top of it, I can line it up on my tiptoes over the top, and because it's a clear stamp and the clear platform, what that lets me do is hit the nail on the head, and I've got that beautiful image in the perfect place. So that's what you would do. Very easy, just use a clear stamping platform. And then I've also done that on a separate piece of card. Okay, that's kind of irrelevant. I just wanted to show you how to do it when you get it home.
To see it.
I've done it on another piece as well. And then we're going to colour this in. Now, I'm colouring it in with my tri-blends. You can choose whatever you prefer, and the colouring will be as you would normally do. So you're going to go put your light down, put your dark into that area, bring it out with your medium, and then back with your light for the final piece, and you get that little 3D blend in there. You're going to do that all over, because I'm going to fast forward to one that's already been done, Ben, so you can see it. That has been done with, and I'll tell you the pens I've used. Let me tell you the pens I've used so that you can repeat this at home. I've used Vintage Blue, Antique Pink, Muted Brown, Dull Green. However, if you've got the tricolours in birthday week, gonna look exquisite with the Burgundy Barrel.
Burgundy Barrel.
Burgundy Barrel. Then they're gonna look exquisite. I think that might be the best I've ever done, Burgundy Barrel. Yeah. I'm very proud of myself.
It's very good.
Yeah, thanks. Right, now what I'm going to do is matte and layer a little piece. So because this is going to stand up like this, I want a matte and layer in the background and a matte and layer on the base. I might do them that way around, actually. Yeah. So just using my Colourable all-purpose, I've got craft card, and these are papers from, I'm going to say Dancing Dragonfly.
Yeah.
Do you think?
Let us know in the comments. I'm not going to doubt to you, Leanne.
I mean, I might be wrong, Ben. We do that many beautiful ones.
We do.
That's the thing. So here we go. Bit of craft card, matte and layered, with our beautiful scrapbook papers, whichever you prefer. But look, what you will notice is the colours of the pens I've picked match in with the paper. That really does tie everything together and make it feel pretty special. So we've got that, and they're all in place now. So what I'm going to do with my foam pads, Ben, is 3D this up. Because I want it to have like a shadow. Now, I might commit a heinous crime.
You're not going to put glue on them?
Yeah. Just for speed, Ben.
Okay, we'll let you off. We'll let you off.
Because there'll be more that you want me to show.
Yeah.
So it's a speed thing only.
Yeah. And to be honest, I've seen you demonstrate it a lot today, and I've never seen anyone demonstrate it as much as you demonstrate it, and I don't always see it done. So you know, we have the message.
You've got the message loud and clear.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So I'm just going to space a couple of these out. I would also put more foam pads in the middle, but hey ho. And then we'll get the backs off these because this is riveting TV, isn't it?
Just to say as well, I'll mention it now because I'll forget otherwise. Christine and a few others want to see that that Kerry card again that you showed earlier on before we move on.
Which card?
The one with the vase on the side.
Oh, the Kerry card.
Yeah, we can have a little look at that.
Yes, of course.
At the end of the demo.
I'll get that out for you.
Yeah.
No problem.
And just whilst we're watching you do that, Kim says, I've never known any other company give praise to the design team like Crafters Companion do. It's nice that they give credit where credit is due.
Absolutely. You know, we have the most talented bunch of people, from the product designers to the designers who make cards to the ladies who help us with our packaging samples, with Nicole, Marie and Bianca, you know, those people who do our marketing suites, which are the pristine sets of cards, which are, this is what the concept is. You know, they're all such talented people. I think it's important that they get the credit that is due to them. I really do.
Absolutely.
Okay, so this is going to be mounted 3D over the top of there. So it just gets lifted a little bit and it creates kind of a little shadow. And then I've done the same with a piece of craft card here. And all I'm going to do with this is drop shadow.
Okay.
So I've just put some tape pen on. You put more on at home. Turn that over and just offset it slightly up to the top right. I always go top right with a drop shadow. Don't know why, but I do. Pop that in there. And when I turn that over, you can see it just gives that little bit of shadow in there. And now you can see how that's coming together with those three pieces. I'm going to cut to the finished one because I can't find where I put my sentiment. But there you can see, by using a sentiment, using the pretty papers, putting a little bow in, matching the colours of the dragonfly to the colour of the card behind, it really does make a lovely little presentation of such a lovely die set with some beautiful colouring. I'm finding Kerry's card.
Oh yes, that card again.
Yeah, finding it. Hang on. Bear with.
Whilst you're looking for it, I'll just quickly rattle through the board so you can see all the designs that you're going to get. So you're going to get 24 dies, 25 stamps in total. It's a lovely little collection. And again, you see how lovely it is to craft with. So that one's called Thinking of You. That's those beautiful birdies. You're going to get the beautiful butterfly in there as well, the flutterby. You've got a lovely dragonfly in there as well. Dragonfly Dream. You're going to get the cupcake in there. Ooh, I love cake. That cake that Leann was eating earlier looked, so lovely. You've got your roses in there as well, sweet roses. And last but by no means least, you have got your floral bouquet, which is actually called Special Bouquet. So the bundle deal is brilliant. You're saving almost £20, nearly $23. Platinum price $46.40 or $53.60. If you want to buy those individually, you can, but obviously the main value for money is in that full collection. Let's just have a look at the card that Kerry made. A lot of people really marvelling and wondering how she did that. So
I'm going to show you. I'm grabbing
cool.
the die set out so I can show you, because I think if I put the die up against it, you'll understand. So there's Kerry's card with that creator card. Now if I hold this die up against there
you go.
You see how on the edge of a card, this card will have been wider. It'll have been out here. And then the creator card's been cut through, and then all that's happened is snip, snip.
Yeah.
That's fallen away, and that leaves the design intact on the edge of your card. And then just repeat it on the back so you can see through.
So clever. And
Genius.
Again, you can now all go home and copy that, because that's what we're here for. Take the ideas, take the inspiration and have a go at that yourself. Love that so much. Listen, it has been such a busy show. We've got just over half an hour to go. A couple of votes to come your way as well. And we're going to try and squeeze in one more demo with that Gnomes collection. If you've been loving that half price deal on the Gnomes collection, we're going to have a look at that very shortly indeed. But let us give you opportunity right now to get those carts and baskets checked out. Last chance saloon to fire any questions our way as well. well when we come back. More with the gnomes, loads of votes coming up, and of course more of your comments and questions too. But right now, head to the checkouts. We will come right back.
Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products with live tutorials and demonstrations. Join our family of craft experts where fun happens every day.
The one that was really funny, Ben. You didn't.
It was better than your I'm a gnome and I live in a caravan.
I am a gnome and I live in a caravan.
Can we clip that? We'll do it. Everybody's gone surfing, surfing USA.
Get creative and craft along. With our amazing deals, your next craft project is just a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week, or you can watch us on Catch Up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook, or our YouTube channels. You can chat to us, craft along, and meet new friends by joining our online crafting community.
You entertain us. You give us a community to talk, in the chat. That wouldn't happen without you guys. It's like Crafters Companion is magical. There's magic here.
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. Crafters TV. Create every day.
If you love Crafters TV, we've made it easy for you to watch us wherever you are. Whether you catch us on your tablets or take us with you on your mobile phone, it's easy to watch us anywhere. From here to here. Maybe don't watch us here. It would be easy to watch us here. Probably the easiest place to watch us is here. Crafters TV, with you wherever you are.
Many of our viewers bring up time and time again, and that's our wax seal gate.
Thinking, Joe, it might not work as well because I've put too much. Oh, I've forgotten to put me thing in place.
Because I have a way of words that I think that doesn't engage with that and can come out all wrong. Water.
That wasn't the one you just washed your brush in, was it?
Sorry. Yes, but it doesn't matter.
No, it wasn't, was it? It was. Are you kidding?
I'm going to have to say, it's a slip of the tongue. I'm going to say it's maybe to do with my Scottish accent. I'm maybe going to say it's because of Mr. Ben Moseby. He is, well, yeah, he doesn't help matters.
I've made pots that have exploded when I fired them. I've done zips in inside out. It happens to everybody.
We've all spilt our glitter all over our project or knocked the water over.
You're right.
I've just noticed I've got my dress on inside out.
So I was messing about doing some backgrounds with the sparkling, took the lid off it and managed to catch the pot somehow, and the whole thing came towards me, down my front, across my lap, onto the floor.
I went to reach for the water and do the tapping with the and so there was less tapping and more sort of a tsunami. I've got some.
Welcome back, everybody. What a great day, what a great show. Thank you for all the lovely comments coming through. I know how much you guys have loved today. First day of the January news. If you didn't know, if you haven't heard the news, the January news, it is new launches each and every day this week. Lots to look forward to and plenty of reasons to keep coming back, keep tuning into the shows. It's going to be Craig and Debbie McGiggles tomorrow. I'm going to be here again later in the week. I know Corinne's coming in, Jan's coming in, Sarah's going to be here later in the week as well. So all of your faves popping in to say hello, and some really fantastic launches. So do keep an eye on the website. Diana just saying so many beautiful cards today. You're going to have to vote on them very shortly. And EB saying, I love that die idea, the Kerry card as it will now be known. I will have to try it several times, I'm sure. I'm sure you won't have to try it several times. You'll get it spot on first go, and you'll love using it in that way. Now, let's have a look at the Garden Gnomes collection. This is a half price deal that we're doing this evening. And of course, if you're a platinum member, better than half price, £32.80 or $40.80 if you're shopping in the US. I can't believe that you get so much within this bundle. I'll rattle through this fairly swiftly, but you're going to get the most gorgeous paper pad, my absolute fave, with the 6 pages of scenes in the back. And you've seen this being used quite a few times today, not only with the actual gnomes themselves, but this was the pad that Leann used when she was creating that zigzag scene builder just a while ago. So you can see how these scenes will work absolutely beautifully across a whole spectrum. That one there, of course, was the one that we created the wedding with a little bit earlier on Wake Up Call. But what a glorious pad. I mean, front, back, A side, B side, double A tracks as far as I'm concerned. Obviously, they'll work with the gnomes, but you can see there's some gorgeous floral papers in here. Vibrant, fun, bright. It's a smile in a paper pad. I say it every time. I absolutely love it. 36 double-sided sheets you're going to get in there. You're also going to get the embossing folder and mask and stencil set in there as well. Again, if you didn't see the start of the show, go back and watch it. Brilliant demo using that collection, creating a wonderful scene. And this, my favourite paper pad, this, Leann's favourite embossing folder and stencil sets. So lots of favourites in here. And what is not to love about everything else that you get? Build your own gnomes in here too. There's Svetlana. A few of you sort of said, you know, can we have different designs of gnomes? Maybe that might be something down the line, who knows? But you've got the stencils there, so you can almost like create different effects for different times of year and different occasions just using the stencils. And then, of course, you've got all the different accessories there too. So, you know, so you can have a shades on, so you can be eating a burger, watering in the garden, you know, toasted a s'more. But you've got all the stamps and dies to be able to create your own Svetlana. And then you can create your own Zizi as well. Zizi's got his ukulele. He's got his glasses again there. He's got his little spatula for flipping his burgers, barbecues on the go. I mean, so much. There he is as well with his fishing rod. And once again, you can create his costume bespoke to the particular situation.
I love his little apron.
Oh, there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, he's a lot of fun. I want to see the glasses on him.
Yeah.
And the ukulele as well. Give me all your loving. Oh, your hugs and kisses too. Then you've got all the accessories.
Yeah.
So watering cans and wheelbarrows. Another bouquet of flowers. That's the little... was that? Yeah, it was. That was the pool you used on the card.
That's the pool I used, yeah.
Just fishing in, obviously. Then you've got this one here, which is the swing set. So you can create your little gnomes on a swing. Love the little cascading branch over the top. And whether it's Svetlana or Zizi, they will easily go on the swing for you. The gnome caravan set is gorgeous too. So again, that beautiful stamp set. And then all of the other little added elements. So you've got the cloud and the moon. You've got the little stars there. You've got the flowers and the grass. So you can really build up a lovely scene. 3D that up if you want to. And then lastly in this set are all your sentiments. And like we said earlier on, whilst you've got a few kind of gnomey ones in there, Home Sweet Gnome, there's Gnome Better Time than Summertime. You have got more generic ones as well, like Hello Summer and Happy Birthday. What a huge bundle that is for £32.80 or $40.80. Half price deal, better than half price, of course, if you're platinum, because you get the 50% off, and then you get another 20% off. Wherever you are within Club Inspire, of course, you'll get your discount further to the discount that we're giving everybody right here. All right, last chance to fire in those questions, and after this demo, it will be decision time, demo of the show, demo of the day, and will we be putting up a star on the board for Leann anyway with a smiley face? Just
well,
because
Michelle
it's been awesome
Parsons said I could have 10.
Michelle Parsons did say that you could have 10. Do you think...
I'm going to put 10 on. Do you think anyone will notice?
It'd be interesting. I mean, I'm not here tomorrow, and obviously you're not in the studio. So can you imagine if Craig walks in tomorrow with Debbie and they see that you've got 10 stars? Do it.
I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it.
I'm up for it.
I'm doing it.
Okay.
I'm doing it before I go.
Lovely.
Okay. I just thought I'd show you some examples as well. Look, Svetlana and Zizi, we did that earlier, didn't we? I absolutely love that little wedding card. You can build up the whole scene with a little caravan there.
I love that.
I just absolutely adore it. We've got here the little scene. You know, they're just doing a bit of gardening with that beautiful folder behind here. They're having a bit of a bonfire, a little picnic.
Oh.
We've got another wedding card there using one of those beautiful scenes from the paper pad. Here she's on a swing. Little Svetlana there. Here he is with his ukulele.
Serenading
Look.
her.
There's his ukulele. We've got the little caravan as well. Look, we've got more fishing with a little pond.
Yeah.
We've got them here. Oh, we're barbecuing.
Oh,
They've
yes.
both got their sunglasses
yeah,
on.
the sun is on. There he is. Look.
He's got his little Barbie tools. He's ready for it.
Ready to go.
He's cooking those burgers, Ben.
Cooking, yeah.
And then we've got a little happy one here. This, look, I love Svetlana. They've got their glasses on. They're having a lovely time in the garden.
Brilliant.
Such a lovely, lovely, fun collection. So they're just some examples of what you can do with that full set that you've got. We're going to make something a little bit different.
Oh, nice.
So we're going to make this really cute circle card using the caravan and Svetlana. So, going to colour her in. So I've already stamped it. You can see that there. Just use your tri-blends, choose the colour that you like and colour it in.
Yeah.
So, you know, you've seen us do this so many times before. Really, you know, easy when you've got your tri-blends. Just go down with your lightest colour first and have an irregular shape. It makes the blend line not as obvious. And then go in with your darker colour at the edge, always over the top of the light ink because wet ink blends much easier than dry card. Then you take your middle colour, you pull the dark out into that first layer of light and extend it a little bit. So you extend your blend out and then you take your lightest colour again and you blend that out for the rest of the image. Always making sure you're doing nice saturation.
Yeah.
And saturation just means that you've got full ink coverage, no white areas on the card, and that your ink has gone all the way through to the back. Okay, and you can continue to do that with her dress and her hair, and that's what she's going to look like when you've done that. I've just used a little bit of glitter, and I'll just show you how I've done that for, can you see that little sparkle? Just on the on the brim of her little hat there. Just with your fine tip glue, fill it in where you would like it. And then little sprinkle. I've got Winter Sparkle. Put a little bit in the lid, otherwise that's going to go all over. There we go.
Oh.
Put that back in.
Yeah.
Oh, nearly went wrong. And then tip it back into your pot.
Oh, mind the can.
Not that. There we go. And you can see you've got that lovely little sparkle on there. Can you see that?
Yeah, just a hint.
Just a hint. So it's just a nice little shimmer in the background there. And continue. You go to colour in the caravan. Bring that back in. I'm just going to put my glue away for now. I'll do that in a sec. Bring in your caravan. Do the little pot. And do the little flowers, and you're going to colour those in with all of your tri-blend. You're ready to start assembling your card. Now I'm keeping the glitter out because I'm going to add some sparkly stars.
Right.
So put them to one side. I'll come back to them in a second. So what I've done to create my card is just taken, you can take a circle, a large circle matte and layered nesting die, if you want, and just cut it over a folded card, which gives you that little bit off the edge. If you don't have a big nesting die, I just use a tea plate.
Oh, that's a great idea.
And a pencil, and just go around a folded card.
Yep.
And then what you're going to do is cut a full circle the same size, which gets glued over the top to create the easel part, like that. So that's what creates your circle easel. So as long as you've gone over the fold, you're good to go. So once you've done that, do a matten layer in the black card and then cut out the scene that comes in the paper pad also in a circle and mount that up, which you can see there. Now there are some little, and I haven't done this on the other example, I might have to fill them in later. There's some little stars on the scene. Can you see the little white areas there?
Oh yeah,
Some little stars in the sky. So actually the little stars in the sky, I want them to twinkle.
Sky full of stars.
Sky full of stars. And then these little fairy lights, I want those to twinkle as well.
Yeah.
So just little dots of tacky with our fine tip glue applicator, because you can do it very, very fine. And then a sprinkle of glitter on top.
So I was thinking that scene's taken on a whole new look just because you've cut it in a circle.
Yes, they do. It's incredible, isn't it?
Yeah, just because it's a different shape, but it's totally different.
Massive different.
Yeah.
Just a little I'm saying a little sprinkle. I've just put it there. Or a big sprinkle. You know, depending on how it goes. And then try and you angle it back into your pot.
Yes. Like you just did off screen.
Like I've just done off screen. Yeah. And then when these dry, look, they twinkle so much more.
Yes.
You've got that lovely little twinkle in there, and I just like that. I think it adds something a little bit different.
It does, yeah.
So there we go. I'll be sparkling for a week now. Okay, so now we're just going to assemble our card. So while that's drying a little bit, I've got my half fold. I'm going to put my pin in my glue. Do as I say, not as I do, because you never want that to dry up and you brings the pin. So always make sure you put your pin back in your glue.
Yes.
I'm going to use my all-purpose. Now remember earlier today, I don't know if you were watching, when you're doing one of these cards, don't put the glue onto the bit that you're gluing on, because if the glue overlaps your fold, it'll be stiff. It won't.
Yes.
It'll just stick flat. So always put your glue on below the fold to where you're sticking it, not onto the piece that's going on top. So to the base, not the overlay. And always avoid that fold there.
Yes.
Then your piece can go on top, and that creates your easel card for you, like that. I've done a little bit of matting and layering with the papers out of the pad. Because the inside of my card has that little cut-off piece, I've just followed that, and that looks really nice. Black mat and layer with a lovely piece of the patterned paper from the paper pad. Some all-purpose. Where would I be without my all-purpose?
Where would you be?
Where would I be? I'd be lost, Ben.
You would be lost.
I would be lost. Right, so that's gone on there. And now I can start building up my scene.
Yeah.
So I can use my all-purpose on the back of here where I've put my little sparkly stars, and that's going on the front. That's already starting to dry, those stars, because I put the tiniest amount on, and they're just, I think that looks lovely. They're just twinkling. It's really pretty, isn't it?
It is.
And then we've got Svetlana, her caravan. Let's use a foam pad for her. I'm just going to grab some.
Talking to stars, by the way, lots of love and reaction coming in. A lot of people encouraging you to stick the 10 stars up. Do it, Leanne says, 4 holidays. And Sil says, I want to see Sarah's reaction to Leanne's 10 stars. Well, I mean, I'm not in tomorrow, so we'll wait and see. If there's 10 stars up tomorrow, you guys will know what's going on. Just play dumb, yeah?
Yeah.
If they are there, don't say anything, and we'll have it as a bit of a wind-up.
Yeah, we'll do it.
Lots of love for your colouring coming in as well, by the way, Leanne.
Thank you, everybody. So kind.
Yeah, amazing is the word which keeps cropping up quite a bit.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to put the little caravan just off to the side a bit rather than in the centre.
Yeah.
Under the stars there. So I can see these little twinkles coming through. And then, what am I like for time? Am I okay?
I think we're all right, yeah, another 5 or 6 minutes.
So what I'm going to do here, look, is just with my fine tip glue applicator, just on top of the caravan and just where that little bit is there, and kind of just a couple of little highlights there across the window. Just the tiniest little suggestion, not a lot. What have I done with the pin? There it is. Pop that back in because I forget. And then a little bit more glitter. It's all about the glitter today,
It
look.
is all about the glitter. A little bit of sparkle.
A little bit more, or a lot, if a lot comes out. And what that's going to do is give the kind of the suggestion of the light, the moonlight.
I see, twinkling away.
Twinkling away. You put that back in your pot.
Like you've just done off screen.
Like I've just done off screen.
Yes.
And then that's got a lovely little twinkle.
Ah, yes.
Can you see that? It just feels like the moonlight's catching it. It's really pretty. She's got it on a hat, and she's going to get a foam pad on the back of her as well, just to lift her up. And because this is single height, she's going to get double height.
Oh, I see.
You'll use more than I am.
Yeah.
Just doing this for speed. Double height there. And here. One double height here. I would put a lot more on at home. They'd be all around. But you know, you get the idea. And there. She's going to be standing proudly in front of her home there. And then she's got her little watering can that she's got a hold of, which has already got the little hands on it. There we go. She's got the little bit of glitter on her hat, so it all starts to tie in nicely. She's holding her watering can.
Love it.
And then we've got a little pot of flowers.
Bit of late night watering.
A little bit of late night watering, yeah? Why not?
Why not? You have to do it in the summertime.
Can I just, my husband, as we know, is a horticulturist.
Yes.
And in the summer, only ever does late night watering.
Is that right?
Late night or very early morning.
And what is the reason for that?
After the sun's gone down
Yeah.
or before the sun comes up.
Because if you do it when the sun's out, it evaporates too quickly.
Not just evaporates too quickly, but it can burn the leaves because the water is attracting the sun and it can singe.
Well, I never...
Not that it also will evaporate, but it can damage your plants. And they don't get to soak the water in because it just goes and it can burn the edges.
So early morning or late night?
Early morning or late night for your watering in the summer.
Same like when that makes so much sense, because what do they say about, in the summer it gets really hot, in your dogs, don't walk your dogs in the day, walk them first thing or last, because it's too hot on their paws, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I'm taking that tip to me garden this year then.
Good. I'm just putting the little plant pot behind her because she was double height.
Yeah.
There we go, and that's built up that little scene. And then we've got Gnome Sweet Gnome. I'm going to put a foam pad on that as well. Oh, I'm all about the foam pads today.
You have been foam pad crazy today, haven't
Craig
you?
would be very proud of me today.
I'm surprised he's not messaged in, to be fair.
I know. So he knows it's not my first love.
No.
But I don't mind them when I put the glue on the back. That's the crucial thing. There we go. And then that's going to be my stopper inside. There we go. Gnome Sweet Gnome. There we are. Oh. That's because I've got wet glue on them.
Wet glue, yeah.
Let that grab. There we go.
I mean, how brilliant is that? I love that card. I love this collection, but that card, I mean, just absolutely brilliant.
You let your stepper with your wet glue dry.
Yeah.
It will get there. Yeah, there we go.
Love that. If you can line up your cards for us, and we'll do the demo of the show vote. I have these Gnomes for Holidays designs. They're so cute, and I love the whole collection. And Christine Mahoney says, Leanne, if anyone asks tomorrow about all your stars, we will tell them that you deserve them because you do. 10 and a lot more, says Christine.
Thank you, Christine. You all stick up for me tomorrow when they start talking about me and whipping my stars off the board.
Are you actually going to do it?
Yeah. Of course I am.
It was nothing to do with me, guys.
I'm all about the mischievousness, Ben.
That's why I love you. Lots of love for that last card. Shall we get a vote going? Then I'll recap on some of the other really, really popular items from this show because it's been very busy. So, in case you've missed it, Leanne has got the lineup for the demo of the show vote. What you got for us, Leanne?
So I think number one was
it was
Zizi with his fishing rod and little pool there, wasn't it? So with my favourite background. So that was number one.
Okay.
Number two was Zigzag.
It was.
Scene.
Zigzag Scene.
Number three was Colourable Create a Card.
Yep.
And number four was Svetlana in a Midnight Garden.
1, 2, 3, 4. I reckon you've got about 2.5 minutes to get your vote in there, and then we'll get the vote in for the demo of the day. Just to recap on all the gnomes then, I mean, as I've said, the happiest, most fun collection I think that we have done. I love these so much. The papers themselves are just beautiful. If you want to be able to recreate the card that Leanne has just made, obviously go for this bundle. There are the scenes there, and it's that one there, isn't it, that Leanne was using, like just cut into a circle. It just looks, and it's not different, but it looks so different.
It changes it completely, doesn't it? Yeah.
Probably sort of draws the eye into different areas of the actual scene, but you're getting 6 pages of those scenes in the back there, so lots to be working with. Obviously going to work beautifully with your gnomes, but then all of your cute character ranges you'll love working with, and also the zigzags as well, as we saw earlier on, you know, using one of those scenes for the zigzag card. The papers, as you can see, just flicking through here, front and back and front, no B-sides here, all double A's, and the most beautiful, fun, vibrant, bright, happy, smiley paper pad you're going to see. Perfect, I think, for this time of year as we're coming out of winter. You're looking for a vibrant paper pad to be working with. You got it right there, but that's not all you're going to get for this half price price deal because we're going to give you all of these wonderful sentiments as well. Some kind of gnome specific ones, but then you've got lots of sentiments in there as well that you can use with other collections. Then you've got your gnome caravan. So again, that was one of the stamps die cut out that Leanne used on that last project. Then you've got the gnome swing. So yes, you can put Svetlana and Zizi on the swing should you wish as well. Such a fun collection to be working with. Then you're going to get your gnome accessories. So again, you can create a scene. They can be in the garden together. They can be having a picnic together. Zizi can be giving Svetlana some flowers or vice versa. And then you've got the two main characters themselves. And again, the great thing is you've got all of the different colours within your Spectrum Noir range to change their costumes up. And then you get the stencils as well to be able to kind of really bespoke the costumes. So many different things here as well. All the dies and the stamps to be able to have Zizi on his ukulele at the barbecue, going fishing, giving some flowers away. She's got her sunglasses and her watering can. And of course, you can mix and match these up as well. You don't have to, Svetlana can go fishing if she wants, you can have a burger. It's totally interchangeable. And then, of course, you've also got in here all of that beautifulness when it comes to your embossing folders and your stencils and your masks as well. $32.80 or $40.80 is the platinum price. We got
7, 8, 9, 10.
Look how pleased she looked with herself. Did you see that cheeky grin, Len? Did you see that? That is hilarious.
I'll put a photo on my Facebook page for you all so you can see that I've actually put 10 stars on the chart.
There's lots of laughing emojis coming through. Demo of the... Moving on swiftly, not my idea. Demo of the show having nothing to do with it. Demo of the show is numero...
Yeah?
4.
I'm actually quite pleased about that.
Yeah.
I think that's the one I enjoyed making the most.
Yes.
Thank you very, very much. Svetlana appreciates it.
She is, and there she is with great gardening tips for you as well. Do your watering last thing at night or first thing in the morning. So that is, I'll tell you what, let's do it in order. So demo of the day. This is one from Wake Up Call this morning with the zigzag seam builders. So that's that beautiful card there, number 1. Number 2 from launch day is the... Sorry, I'm laughing about the stars and thinking of the mayhem that's going to cause tomorrow. And I'm not going to be here. That's the beautiful box with the unbelievable confetti border dies, the showstopper of which has now sold out. That's number 2. And number 3 is the one that you have just voted for. 1, 2 or 3. That is the vote. You've got about 2 minutes to get your votes in on that. Just very quickly before we disappear as well. Let's have a look at the Monday Mega Deal, which is the lattice folding die collection. This is a seriously insane deal. You've basically got £48 worth of product here, $60 that you're paying £11.50 for if you're platinum, or $14.33. A 24-hour deal. It's less than that now, actually, because we launched it earlier on today. So, I mean, don't forget about this. Get this before you go to bed tonight, or before you head off to work, whatever you do, because this is a steal. If you haven't yet got it, the ability for you to be able to create this wonderful folded effect simply with the dies that you get, and you're going to get 12 in total. So I'll quickly show you all the designs that you're going to get here. You've got the double loop in there. You're also going to receive the chevron. As I said earlier on, what I love about these the most is when you give this to the recipient, they will think you spend hours poring over this, and you know that you've done it in about 18 seconds. Double diamond. You've also got the star in there too. You've got the beautiful opulence, and then lastly in that set is the circle. 24 hours to nab that deal. I know lots of you have bought that today. You're saving £33.56 or $41.79. That will not be here tomorrow at that price. Right, tomorrow, big day coming up. It is the lovely Craig and Debbie, the textured embossing folders, which you said also sold out on HSN, didn't they?
Yes,
Very quickly.
Very quickly, they did. Very, very much loved they were, and they are absolutely fantastic. So I'm looking forward to see how that does tomorrow. You'll love them. You really will.
We're also supposed to be seeing the return of the confetti borders. If it does come back tomorrow, it'll be a smaller bundle that we'll have available for you, not that showstopper. But it's going to be a great day. Two of my faves again teaming up. What a day that's going to be. Craig and Debbie together will be wonderful. So make sure you join them, and make sure you tune in for Wake Up Call to see what they make of the board. I can't wait to see who spots it first. Right, demo of the day. You're going to be happy.
Am I?
It's over your side.
Is it?
3.
Yay! I'm so happy about that. I might be in line for a genuine star.
Yes.
On Sunday.
You have 11.
And I'll have 11. So that'll be fantastic.
Johnny just said you'll have to take 9 off. No, she's keeping the 10 on.
No, I'm keeping the 10 on.
Yeah.
I've earned them from Michelle.
Yes.
Michelle Parsons.
Yes.
From Michelle said,
Yep.
tell Sarah it's Michelle. I'm taking that, Michelle. Thank you. Everybody at home, you're supporting us, aren't you?
Yes.
In solidarity of the stars. They're staying, Ben.
Yeah, that's it. And do you know what? After the 10-star performance you've put in today,
Thank you.
You deserve it.
Thank you, Ben.
Thank you for a wonderful day. Do you know when you're back in?
Think I'm back early February.
Okay. We will very much look forward to that. It's been a fantastic day. Thank you to all the team.
Thank you.
So much love for Leanne. Thank you to Rachel on the socials and Chloe today also, and Grace. Thank you to Tracy, working hard behind the scenes. She's just there. Been very busy today. Thank you also to Jamie earlier on, did some vision mixing, and of course the Crafters TV's very own Waldorf von Statler, Johnny and George of the joystick. I love them. Thank you, everybody. I'm not back with you tomorrow. I'll be back with you on Wednesday when I'm here with Corinne and Sarah for the launch of that Sent with Love box, which you're going to absolutely love. Have a brilliant rest of your day. Oh, Sarah Cartload on Wednesday as well. How could I forget that? Wednesday night, slightly different this week. Have a brilliant rest of your Monday. We'll see you back here on Crafters TV tomorrow for more mischief and mayhem. Bye.